and I show you how deep the rabbit hole goes. All I'm offering is the truth, nothing more.
What's up, crypto fam? Welcome to the Extra Bullish Hour with your host, the Bagman, Berserker, Uncle Buster, and Fuma Boys. Smash those likes and the subscribe button on the way in. Thanks, fam.
Pump it up, pump it up, pump it up. Gotta pump my bags up, pump it to the moon. Pump my bags up. XRP, pump it to the moon. Pump it up, pump my bags up, pump it up.
Now buckle up and let's get bullish. Extra bullish.
Pump it up,
Pump my bags, pump them up.
pump it up,
Let it pump.
pump it up, bags up, pump it to the moon. Pump my bags.
Gotta go get my bags, man.
Pump it to the moon.
I forgot my bags. Right up.
My bags up. Pump it up. Pump my bags up. Gotta pump it up. Pump my bags up. Pump my moon bags. Pump my moon bags.
Pump it.
Pump it up.
Welcome in, everybody, to the Extra Bullish Hour, live and direct. We got Uncle Buster in the building, Berserker, Nerdy, Fuma, GDLT. Shout out to the chat. What's up? What's up, everybody?
What up?
Good morning.
Morning. More coins.
What up, pimps?
You on our last dip or what?
Happy Extra Bullish Hour. Let's go.
Back into the
Happy
50s.
birthday.
Scare tactics or recession? What do you think, boys? Oh, no, the boogeyman. Let's go.
We've been in a recession.
Bro, that's what I'm saying. Like, well, what's her face? That new account on Twitter that's getting kind of like popular, Xtra XRP, if you guys have seen. She said there ain't going to be no black swan. There won't be any black swan. Won't be any of that. Dude, I've been trying to rack my brain about it and figure it out. Dude, I honestly think there has to be some sort of catalyst. There has to be some sort of crash.
There has to be. We've been saying the dragon's got to burn something down, dude. It's still the year of the dragon.
It doesn't have to be as big as people are thinking, but something's got to happen.
Well,
You know what I mean?
financial. It could be the commercial real estate market. That's
This week.
That's the stall right there in the regular housing real estate market. First, the commercial is looking real ugly in that sector. I think that's going to cause a problem. That will cause a problem. It's going to. And
You got
then,
Lions Gate total on 888, August 8th, 2024. That's 3/8 all across. Lionsgate happening this week.
better hit that portal.
Whoa, that's
Jump in.
crazy. Didn't
You better
realize
clear
that.
that
Bro.
karma.
So
You
we
better
got
call
Dragon.
people up, start apologizing, clear that karma as fast as you can. You got it.
Yeah,
Call them up. So we got Dragons. Was it Dragon Year?
Lionsgate.
And we got Lionsgate. We got the Dragon Year, and it's is it wood or water? It's the water dragon, right?
I think it's wood.
Wood dragon. Wood.
It's the wood dragon burning shit down. We got Lionsgate 8/8 this week. We got Ikastat, whatever that Chinese or Japanese guy
Democratic
on Twitter.
convention by the end of the month in August.
They're like week of glory. We've got Xena saying enjoy your weekend.
It's a big month.
Like,
We got the
Bro.
Olympics recreating the last dinner.
Yeah.
That's crazy, bro.
RPM says no fire, no ashes to rise from.
You guys think if Trump got hit, that would have been a black swan?
Yeah, that would have
Sure.
been nutty, bro. Yeah, that
Totally.
would've started all kinds
I
of
think
shit.
you would have had some states succeeding from the union.
Well, the Proud Boys is an arm. The Proud Boys is an arm of them. So that whole Proud Boys thing is like BLM, but on the other side, it's all the Fed boys. They would have started some crazy riot and started like,
Yeah, they're all feds. The head of that guy is like a hardcore.
yeah.
Like I was crazy. Like that.
But
Dude,
that would have been like BLM
Well,
riot,
Nerdy was
but
so
the
wacky.
other side.
you find out he's a federal informant. He's been there the whole time. Just like
Yeah.
the guys who were almost convicted, I think, of kidnapping a governor. They found out that through investigations, they were like the people putting the ideas to put this together to to do the governor or to take her were FBI guys, undercover.
That guy,
FBI.
that guy asked about the Lionsgate. I'm curious too. Let's read about it, bro. What is that? Every year, on or around the 8th day or the 8th month of the year, August 8th, there is a cosmic alignment called the Lionsgate Portal or the Lions Gateway. The Lionsgate Portal marks a time of consciously observing and amplified cosmic energy flowing between the physical and spiritual realms. These energies are represented by the figure 8, which points to the possibility of infinite expansion, union with the realms of spirit. Can you scroll up a little bit, please, Bagman? There we go. Integration of higher levels of light aligning with abundance. This year in 2024 is an 8 universal year in numerology. 2 + 0 + 2 + 4 = 8, making this an 888 Lionsgate portal. The energy of the Lionsgate is amplified more than ever. New cosmic waves of light and energy are pouring in to bless and uplift us. Boom. There you go.
So, is you guys' take on the 8th? We're going to get a good pump.
Well, it's positive according to this reading.
The portal is opening, so.
See, that's the thing with the word pump. I've always like, man, that's always like it's a smooshy smashy word. Pump. What does pump imply? Does that like a 75 cents or is that $5? Like, it's so vague. Like, do you mean rocket out of here past all-time highs? What do you mean?
I mean I say 30%. I said we'll go 30%. We don't have to go harder. To me, a little pump is 30%. It's a little pump.
30%. Okay. See, to me,
a rocket is like.
Yeah, like my head's been in the clouds where a pump is like $5, $10, $20. Okay. Where I'm expecting $100, $200 on the first ramp up. Like, I'm expecting massive pump, like massive rocket. But rocket. The word rocket, if I use the word rocket, we're talking $2,000 overnight. $2,000, $3,000 overnight.
We need to have
Berserker, you're crazy.
We need to have a dictionary of terms.
Yeah. But I think it's subjective to each person. And then, like, we've also been watered down with a bunch of dumbass words like crypto bros and moon boys and fuck you. I've earned my last 4 years in this bitch, 4.5, almost 5 years. You guys got hella more years on me. I've earned that shit, blood, sweat, and tears. So when I'm expecting a pump, that's 20, 50, $30. That's money. Yeah.
I wonder,
$5, they're just fucking with us. Sorry, go ahead.
No, you're right. So I'm looking at this article.
Well, we got spec run versus actual utility run. Those are the common terms used too. So if we got a spec run going, that would imply we would hit at least all-time highs because the spring coil has been charging up with energy, all that potential energy, and when it goes kinetic, it's got to go past all-time high, bro. If they take their finger off that suppression button, it's all-time high minimum, bro, which is $5, $4, $5. That's minimum. So to me, a pump ain't even that. You know what I mean?
XRP Chevy, $20 super chat. Much love, fellas. XRP family.
Rev it up, bro. I got to change my water pump on my. Speaking of Chevy, I got grandpa's old Chevy, dude. I got to change my water pump, bro. Yeah, it's weeping out the weep hole. If you know, if you know, you know. Let's go.
So we do know that Ripple, the company, is going to release some more XRP this month. I dropped a link over there, and I'll drop it in the chat as well. So that could be freeing up some stuff for something to happen. And we also do know that JP Morgan, and we already know this one, is going to let you use your XRP to pay for your mortgage and stuff. And I'll drop the link in the chat for everybody as well.
I read that, yeah.
No, thank you, Uncle JP. I'm good.
Yeah.
Chase
has
crypto.
Bro, for years, even before crypto, everybody with Chase is always like complained to me with Chase. I've never had Chase, bro. But you had Chase Bank, they're like, oh, the fees, they rape you. And I'm like, dude, why are you even with that bank? Get out of there.
They are willing to take your XRP for your mortgage, guys. They're willing to do that for you.
They'll take it. Yeah, they'll take your XRP. Yeah. That's crazy, bro. So back to the you were saying
I'm waiting for drops. I'll send JP Morgan some drops and pay off
Exactly.
Well, here's the RLUSD stablecoin website, bro. So, but you were saying, Fuma, you were saying Ripple is releasing some crypto, and like people are starting to pay attention to that. But at the end of the day, dude, they've been doing that for days, haven't they? They've been selling ZERPs for days to pay their bills. Like, what is that? What's so different about what they've been doing versus what they're doing now? Is it the amount of ZERPs?
I have a theory and no proof behind it. I think a lot of it that was on the open market has already been claimed, except for the stuff in escrow, and they're doing small releases to exchanges and others. I think a ton of it's not just floating on exchanges anymore. I think we're getting to the point where it's dried up, and they just got to keep feeding the beast because there's only so much of it. It's not like a Solana. It's not like an
bro.
Ethereum.
That's like what we used to talk about. The exchanges only have X amount, bro. There's this huge gray area. So let's not talk about the escrow, but let's talk about the huge gray area. You got the escrow, then you got people who hold it. The people that hold it, the top 10% from 0 to 10% is 30 billion, rough, give or take. Rough, 30 billion. And then what's in escrow is what, 40 something? What, no, 40 billion, something like that, because it's 60 billion.
Escrow is
So that's 70 billion, bro. That's already accounted for, already spoken for. So you got a remaining 30 billion. But the exchanges, if you do the math, because there was like a rundown like a couple years ago or like a year and a half ago, how the exchanges only hold like maybe 100 million total across the fucking board. So where's that missing, 29 billion, 25 billion? Where's that missing? And that's what you're talking about. It's drying up, right? Meaning people that's held somewhere on some wallets. We're not talking about the rest of the rich list either. From 10% to 100%, how many billion is that?
I think the exchanges are thin with XRP.
They're thin. Yeah,
I
agree with you. My whole diatribe just now was just like, yeah, I agree with you. Totally.
Here goes the current holdings.
There we go. Okay, total XRP held by Ripple is 4,800 million. Total XRP subject to on ledger escrow is 40 billion. So, okay, so that's 40.
That's March. Now it's most recent is June.
Yep.
Oh shit. Okay, 45. It's roughly rough. It's the same kind of numbers. So 45 billion. Sorry, go ahead.
No.
Go ahead.
So they're using escrow to release onto the market. What does it tell you?
I believe
Well, people are using that as a FUD. They're using that as a FUD, bro, because they're saying Ripple's selling XRP to pay their bills. You've been hearing that lately? It's stupid.
You know what I think about when I see this stuff? I think about Nagabo. Rug pull.
See, but that's what they want you to fucking feel. That's what they want you to think, is that Ripple's selling their bill or selling their ZERPs to pay their bills because they're broke and it's a fucking rug pull. That's what they want.
If it was a rug, JP Morgan wouldn't want these coins.
Bro,
Totally.
it's
what
right
the hell,
in front
Brad?
of your face. Yeah.
Why are you selling, Brad?
Why are you selling, Brad? Yeah, exactly, dude. And that's the whole common denominator. That's that FUD layer that they're selling.
Yeah,
and
I don't want to hear this. I don't want to hear, oh, they're trying to shake you out, because they're not, because they're selling.
See, nerdy's dead ass serious. I'm the opposite of nerdy. I'm like, dude, fuck yeah, they're faking you out, bro. ZERPs are it.
Hell no.
They have always been it.
Jamie
Right,
Dimon
always
has never gone on TV. Jamie Dimon has never gone on TV and talked shit about XRP. He's done it about Bitcoin.
Of course.
It's the one, bro.
XRP is
They
the
wouldn't
most
spend-
hated shitcoin.
Yeah.
It's the shit
It's
coin.
the one.
Yeah.
But hey, Jamie did
Buy my shit coin.
Buy my shit coin.
They didn't say they taking Solana. They didn't say they was taking Ethereum.
They're gonna take all of it.
Bro, they're all going to win. That's the crazy thing. We got like 100 cryptos that are just massive, even less than that. Let's say 30 chains.
You gotta see
30
the
chains
Bitcoin
and they're
bill.
nascent. Sorry, go ahead.
The Bitcoin bill that's introduced. They're gonna create the backing with the corn.
We're talking about the
Exactly.
reserves,
We live in
the
calm
sovereign reserves.
world. I
or
don't
whatever
doubt
the fuck.
anything no more. Anything can happen.
Right. They're all going to win, bro. All the boats are going to float.
All those
Buster
riddles are
coined
wrong.
that
At least
years ago.
initially for this
They're all
first
gonna
phase of the crypto adoption.
99% of crypto is going to 100,000.
Right now, it looks like we're going to get obsessed with like mining crypto.
But hold on. You guys
We're
want
gonna
to
get
get funny
mined.
about
Come around to not mining anymore.
if you guys really want to be funny about this, let's say every single currency went to 100,000 each, right?
Hell
The
yeah.
same people would be rich over and over again.
Exactly.
The same
Now you got
people
it.
would be rich over and over and over again. Nobody
Now you're catching
outsiders
on.
who aren't even in crypto. They're just
It's
the
that
poor.
concept. The rich keep on getting richer, and that's the truth. And it'll keep going. It'll keep doing like that. Well, what were you saying, G? You were saying mining will become popular
I'll be right back.
again, or something?
Well,
like
yeah.
that?
I mean, right now it looks like we thought it would just go maybe into we get regulations, and it turns out that like it's all about the eco-friendly cryptos, and it's not about the Bitcoin mining game. But it turns out right now it looks like they're gonna go through the growing pains that we went through as like early holders, right? You're gonna introduce the masses to Bitcoin. You're gonna say mining is awesome. You're gonna have so much mining going on in the US, and then probably by the end of this administration, you're going to have the competing administration be all about eco-friendly and saying that the mining has been terrible, that the gas has been terrible, all this type of stuff. It looks like that's how it's going to shape up. Like it's that same learning curve that we got with Bitcoin. And then we go, the mining kind of seems pointless and the payments are super slow and it's not really all that secure. Let's go to faster solutions that are more eco-friendly and have been around for just as long and are just better tech.
Yeah. Well, you could probably you'll be able to pick up an A6 miner at Walmart on sale.
We're going to go through our AOL phase with Bitcoin
participate
as
too. Yeah.
Hey,
No, dude, that's
how
the
you know
thing.
it's all gone to hell. When
If
you
you're
get
a
an
real
A6
crypto dude, like with me, I'm not even a real crypto dude because I didn't even jump into the mining. I thought about it, but I never was. It's not that I didn't have the expertise because you could take any old fucked up computer and turn it into a fucking ether miner,
Right.
just like Cobb. Remember Cobb used to fucking ETH mine? He used to ETH mine all the time on his live streams and shit. Talk about ETH mining and then swapping it over for ZERPs. And so shout out Cobb. That's beautiful. But at the end of the day, bro, even the mining, even the ETH and the fucking, what was it? Hot helium and shit. You guys, I remember when everybody was buying the helium miners back then.
Yeah.
You need a badass antenna to even make it worth it. So at the end of the day, bro, the problem is that HNT, ETH, BTC, when you started mining that shit, I would say it stopped becoming really, really cool and profitable like 3 fucking years ago. Like that shit is super hard to do unless you have a really nice ASICs machine and your electricity, you're either stealing it from the public grid and it's not metered or something. But what's going on is that it's not really that profitable unless you have a large operation.
It's
and
not
it's on
necessary.
solar energy or something.
That's
Sorry,
the thing with the crypto is like, yeah, we have this, it's solving these math problems in order to create these blocks and all these things. But you can still do that with all these other algorithms that we have as well. Like that same premise can still go on without having to do the whole mining thing. So like, I don't know.
Okay, so talk about that, bro, because that confuses even me, bro. What are you talking about? Are you saying that?
Okay, proof of work, what proof of work does with this mining, it's that it's solving, problems, right? It's solving these like complex math problems to create blocks for its algorithm because that's the way the algorithm has been written. That's the way the code is. That's the revolutionary thing that happened, where you can get data and value at the same time with the blockchain. And then we found out that we could do that through, Federal Byzantine Agreement. We found out we could do that through proof of stake. Right, so it's
more like
we're just keeping it alive because it's like it's like we view Bitcoin like a collectible, right? But there's also like bigger things at play, like the elite or governments own way more Bitcoin than we've even considered, right? Like you're all of a sudden here in the U.S. wants to have 200,000 Bitcoin by 2025 or something, end of 2025 or something like that. So, I mean. Yeah, I'm just saying that there's like, that's what's going to be the growing pains that we go through. And we're going to go through it with DJT. DJT, he's going to be all about Bitcoin and all of crypto. But it looks like he wants to set up a bunch of mining. So he's become the president that everybody thinks of like guy who uses a bunch of gas fuels, doesn't like pro-electric type of things, isn't eco-friendly at all. Like he's the anti-eco-friendly president a lot in public perception, the way people view him.
Can
It could bite him in the butt, man. The mining thing could bite his administration in the butt, and then it leads to an administration that wants to be very eco-friendly and go towards eco-friendly solutions.
I'm gonna tell you something. 100% of people in America are anti-eco. We all drinking Pepsi, throwing them
Right?
cans in the garbage.
No, we're hypocrites. We're hypocrites. It's like this.
AC on right now. I got window units as well because I'm hood like that.
Dude, I don't even care about
bro.
like, you
Those
know,
chill. Yeah.
Then you go to like Kevin O'Leary. Like
I mean,
a few years back.
the politics cares more about the eco-friendly agenda than we do ultimately, and you know that's what they're going to enforce. They're going to find their reasons to enforce it.
Thing is, I don't have
ill
private
intentions, though. You know what I'm saying? Like it's ill intentions behind being eco-friendly with the politicians. It's not because they care about Earth, right? But even when you look at Bitcoin, I already think it's going to be an eco-friendly way to create Bitcoin. And that's why when you look at what Kevin Leary was talking shit about Bitcoin like 4 years ago. And then like a year and a half ago, he's like, well, I think they should separate clean energy Bitcoin and dirty Bitcoin. I'm like, oh, okay, this guy already knows they're coming in with the clean, and you're talking shit 4 years ago. So that one little line out of his mouth, and he's a guy that's never talked positive about crypto, lets me know that it's not going anywhere and it's going to be done clean.
Check this out. So what Buster is saying is 100% true. It's 100% fact. Because what's going to happen is you have energy webs, energy proof for the Bitcoin, and then you have ICPs more efficient for the Lightning Web that is directly supported. And if you fuse them together, now you have energy efficient, fast Bitcoin. Simple as that. Bitcoin is not going anywhere. Nowhere. So we know at all.
It's not going anywhere. Do you ever think it'll have some utility for it? You think anyone will come out with some utility for it?
I think eventually what people will do is whether they use Flare and give it smart contracts, or people are able to wrap it that way, or they create some kind of proof with Energy Web and wrap it that way, or have the CK Bitcoin through ICP. Either way, one way or the other, is going to be utilized. They're going to figure out some kind of way to make it happen.
There's a duvet cover of utility they'll put over Bitcoin to legitimize it.
I think, I think they're going to ease the blow.
I'll say that right now.
Bitcoin will still be around, obviously, like for at least another decade. I'm like maybe half a decade. I think like the Bitcoin hype will continue, but I think in the longer term things, like when we're talking 20 years from now, like Bitcoin might be a joke or something. It might be the AOL of the blockchains. But that's
If we take Brad's statement, and Brad said that we're going to find out eventually that Bitcoin was a Napster, and we really take that in, we still have Napster. You know what I mean? It just people don't use it, but it's still there. So I strongly believe that Bitcoin will be around forever. Bitcoin will never go anywhere, ever. And what's going to happen is eventually people are going to use it up. They're going to use their money, but eventually they're going to find out, hey, I can use other investments. Now, here's the thing that I figured out through my own due diligence. This is what I figured out, is that eventually we're going into a market. Tell me this doesn't make sense. We're going into a market where you're going to have Coinbase or a Crypto.com app or an Uphold app, where now you not only do you have, let's just say, Bitcoin to USD or Bitcoin to RLUSD or Bitcoin to USDC, you're not going to have Bitcoin to Apple, Bitcoin to stocks, and they're going to make a pair. And this is going to be the new investing, where you're going to be able to use your Bitcoin that you have and reinvest it into other stocks. Because you have to remember that at the end of the day, the whole point of market is to take the money from one person's pocket and put it into another person's pocket. That's the whole point of all of this stuff. It's how to transfer from A to B. And how you're going to take all the money that people made from their Bitcoin is you're going to say, hey, come on down to the stock market and give us your money so we can invest, so we can play with it. And this money flow is going to stay within these markets, and it's never going to leave. Honestly, I believe that's the most realistic outcome out of all of this.
Millions of Bitcoin are going to be confiscated by hackers. They're going to be taken by hackers in 2027 due to a cyber attack. I think they're going to make a decision to change into a different direction because they don't want, the global currency I guess, that they're building it towards, which is Bitcoin, to be in the hands of hackers, right? Eventually. So there's going to be a shift over to another main currency. Yes, Bitcoin, like AOL and other things, will still be around, but it's not going to be this, gold standard thing that a lot of people are giving it. Yeah, we'll still talk about it. You can still have it for like $2. I don't know what the value of Bitcoin is going to be then, but
I think it's gonna
yeah.
go up, bro. Honestly, I feel like the price of Bitcoin is
You
gonna go
think
up forever, and
millions?
it's never
You
gonna
think it's
stop.
going to be millions?
If nobody uses
think
it,
it's
how's it
gonna
going
be-
up? If it's not going to be profitable at a certain point once the halving rewards get cut in half, and it's going to become more centralized. So I think G's right. It's going to move over to something else.
I think
So, but
eventually,
I
but
figured
nerdy's
in my head, I think
UNT, XRP.
because we're on the utility side, but I think honestly, I think Bitcoin's grandfathered in to not need any utility, and that's the only one that's
believe
going to
it.
get the pass. That's the
Hell yeah.
only coin on earth that's going to get the pass of not having to do anything.
Mhm.
But I could be wrong.
Dude, yeah, for
Bro,
like the
if
next
they pass
7
that bill-
years, it's going to be amazing for Bitcoin. So
if they pass that Bitcoin bill, the price of Bitcoin will always go up because what's gonna drive the price is our currency, the whole liquidity stuff, all that stuff. It's gonna drive in some way, some form. Just like, for example, like gold. So I think eventually it might turn into a gold market where gold doesn't move drastically up or down. It's stagnant as hell. So I believe like eventually, yeah, Bitcoin would reach a price and it'll just be stagnant and it'll just go up over time, very very slowly. Super slowly, but it'll still go up, right? But I don't see it completely disappearing out of everyone's eye. I agree with all you guys where I think it might it probably won't be used over time, but I'm also saying that I don't see it going anywhere, and they will find ways, like Buster's saying, it's grandfathered in, and they will find ways to utilize it some way now because there's money in that market.
yeah,
They can't just say get rid of this market. They can't just cancel it. That's not going to happen. That's not realistic.
it's the Pikachu of the crypto space. You just got to have Pikachu
Yeah.
if you have Pokemon.
Oh, okay. Well,
My
I'm like,
good
listen,
now.
you gotta break that down for me. I was like, Pikachu.
Yeah, the Lightning Network,
bro. So I'm gonna take Fuma's tinfoil hat and put it on real quick. So Chevy said something earlier. He was like Trump is exposing Bitcoin right now. So you know how? Thank you, sir. Appreciate that.
I don't believe none of that no more.
No, bro, but I know, but I'm just going to talk about what I'm saying is so the common underlying MAGA like the heroes are going to save us, the white hats are going to save us. The idea is that anybody Trump puts out in front, which is Vance, which is Larry Fink as of late, and also Jamie Dimon. The whole premise of it, if you guys don't understand, is when he talks about people, he puts them out in the forefront, just like what's her name, Deborah, whatever, the doctor, and then Fauci. So he puts them out front to let them get exposed by the Anons. This is what he's doing with Bitcoin right now. That's what I'm assuming that Chevy was talking about. So with that being said, I remember doing early Anon stuff and research, and I remember it wasn't Q that talked about it. I'm not sure if it was Q, but I remember when George used to talk about it in the live streams because I'd follow all that like George magazine type shit. And then they talked about wallets, bro, strategic BTC wallets that were ready to dump when it was time. Like crash dump where all that money, dude, goes into the real system, which is, I believe, ZERPs and all that. But I don't know what the truth is. I'm just explaining the scenario right now. And that could be the case, is that BTC gets this 15 minutes of fame right now, but it's really not meant to be the top player. Go ahead.
Here's the thing about everything you just said. While Trump was doing all that stuff with Project Warp Speed and introducing all these people into the spotlight, wherever people want to say, right? Internet of Bodies and nano things was being deployed. The military didn't step in. The White Hats didn't step in. Trump didn't step in. Nobody stepped in. Both Biden and Trump printed endless amounts of money that put us in the position that we are today. Both of them are part of it. For anyone to say that this is a plan or this is an agenda or this is whatever, I find it completely nonsense and complete bullshit at this point. Because if that was the case, look at the way the state of the world is today, and we would not be leading into a cashless society, which is we're going into. A bankless society is a cashless society. You can't have one without the other. So if you have the debt clock that's saying that we're moving into a bankless system, that is a cashless system. That's why I believe that whatever when he says that he's the chosen one, I believe that he's the chosen one to implement this whole new system. That's what I believe, that people trust him as a mascot to be Mr.
Right.
Let's bring in the digital wallet for migration.
But talk about how Bitcoin is going to be either surviving or is going to be a catalyst to dump liquidity into the new shit.
Larry said that it doesn't matter if Bitcoin is a security or if Ethereum's declared a security. We're still going to trade the product. We're still going to offer you an ETF. They do not care. The world and the market does not care what happens to Bitcoin or Ethereum. That is where they are right now. It does not even matter.
And he just said Donald Trump was Anakin Skywalker getting ready to turn into Vader.
I believe he was it the whole time.
You were the chosen one, Anakin.
He's gonna kill the younglings. Is that what you're saying,
bro?
I loved you like a brother,
Obi-Wan. Yeah, bro. But dude, that's the thing.
You.
This is a hot plate. This is a hot plate of contention, bro. But like at the end of the day, I mean, in the beginning, I was like, "Fuck yeah!" But now I'm like, "Yeah, it doesn't matter. They're all going to rise. All boats are going to float." Okay, great. It goes up. But what kind of catalyst is going to happen? And well, like furthermore, like the other question is also for me is what's going to make this, like what's going to legitimize this? Because enough of the crypto bros, the actual guys that know what the fuck is going on between proof of work, proof of stake, and Byzantine agreement, consensus, all that stuff, it doesn't change our knowledge. At the end of the day, G's correct, bro. G is absolutely fucking correct. Where and like when we're talking about like the mining, it becoming not even like pointless. But if they start mining it on a governmental level to prop up this like straw man of like Bitcoin as a, at the end of the day, the guys that know like us about crypto technology, it ain't shit, bro. Bitcoin ain't shit. But if they continue to push it, what's the reasoning behind that? Why?
Also, why push it when they claim that they don't even know who created it? Isn't that like a security risk? What if there's a backdoor?
Why have that straw man?
What's holding Satoshi from dumping those 1.1 million BTCs or any of those situations?
There's wallets with billions in it, dude, that nobody knows. Yeah.
The same people who created the internet are the same people who created digital money, are going to be the same people who promote digital money. It's all going to be the same people.
A while ago. I said that a while ago.
Yeah, but what are you saying, though? That's what I'm saying.
Cyber attack's the only way. A banking collapse and a cyber attack is the only way that they do it, because just like they did with 9/11.
But you don't think that'll be the end of BTC? The real part of the catalyst and all that weird anonymous money and all those wallets? You don't think that'll be part of the catalyst?
ETH got approved at ETF, even with ETHgate. We live in complete clown world right now.
But dude, no, I agree with you. I totally agree. It's a fucking clown world, bro.
That should not
totally agree. I'm trying to be the contrarian, going, what makes you think these ETFs will go away as fast as they came? What makes you think they won't go away? No, what I'm saying is they could totally just go, oh, sorry, it's not. Money. We're gonna retract that ETF. Yeah.
So sorry, again,
they have those people's money now. They've got institutional money. They took their money. They don't want to give it back. JP Morgan never gives anything back.
It's not going to give it
back. Yeah, but you don't think they're all in bed together, bro? They're all in bed together knowing that there's a new system with all kinds of other chains, not just to be a ZERP maxi, but all the other chains running everything behind the scenes. That includes SWIFT, derivatives, real estate, all the tokenization. They don't need fucking BTC.
At all. ETFs work. Yeah. ETFs doesn't reflect the underlying asset. The ETF, what you're betting on, is a fund itself, of how the fund, the activity of the fund, and how that works. Now, when companies start releasing, people start releasing ETPs, now that's a whole different story. That's when they're going to utilize, they're going to buy off their exchanges, and they're going to need it to offer their product, because they're not going to be trading it. They're not going to go to the exchange to buy it. They have to buy directly from them, and that's a whole different story. But the ETFs, as people are cheering ETF, none of that actually matters at all. Not one bit, to be honest.
Right, that's
This
what
is
I'm
why
saying.
you're not
I'm
gonna see
saying,
a
what the
Solana
fuck's the point of
ETF
it?
or whatever ETF. None of that
Exposure,
shit.
exposure to the coin that they're talking about. That's why
It's exposure,
important.
yeah.
It's exposure.
Exactly.
It's like marketing.
100%.
Like it's like you ever
Marketing
met
that's
someone who sold a
useless
product that they
because
don't
the
have?
institutional,
It's like car
the
dealers.
institutional money's already in all the other coins, bro. All the suppressed assets, as like Rector would say. You know what I mean? We talk about the suppressed assets, the XLM, the XRP, the XDCs, the hidden shit that like the general pop doesn't even know about. We know these coins, but ain't nobody know the veracity and the monstrosity that is quant. Nobody knows, bro.
I was watching.
I think a lot of rich people don't know either, and I think that's where we got the red pilly side, the black pilly side. We got Bitcoin. Like when we talk about anything, we talk about Bitcoin, then it turns into like, is Bitcoin going to stay? Is Bitcoin going to go? But when we mentioned Lionsgate at the beginning of the show, like to me, when Nerdy just said like the people that created the internet, like to me, the internet was created to bring in the cashless society. It wasn't created to better. You know what I'm saying? So, but I think at the same time,
I agree.
Us having access change some shit up in the plans. Like I truly believe there's good people out there. I don't know if they're going to come save us, but to me, Lionsgate represent the people in the know, the people that are conscious enough is going through the Lionsgate, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you have your bags of crypto, right? And then, because I don't think everyone that's in the know that has money now is in crypto. There's people that are financially higher level than me, and they won't fuck with crypto because.
And that's a perfect segment. And that's what I wanted to say.
So
I was watching the interview with Gunter, and they are financial advisors to other big corporations and stuff. And they had this lady on, and they were saying how when they talk about their clients and even bring up the word blockchain, their eyes just glaze over and they don't even know what the hell is going on. So a lot of these people, we're talking about blockchain and all these different consensus, but the person that you're trying to help implement this, that you will get the money from, they don't even know what the hell you're even on about to begin with. So the whole point is a learning curve of even teaching people of how these different protocols and stuff, how they can affect your business and better your business, because they don't even know that part alone. But once they figure that part out, we'll get adoption, but it's going to take a while. Go ahead, Fuma.
Dude, I think that's where interledger protocol.
Hold on 1 second. Nerdy, stop right there. I want to say this to Buster. Not Buster, Berserker. Berserker, remember when we were having breakfast, me, you, and Tails? And about these people, how they have to be taught to do the mass adoption. Now, how is it over a year later, Nerdy just said the same thing? Because he's telling the truth. They don't know. These people in these huge corporations don't know. It's so bad that where I work, I had to start a crypto club. Like my EM was like, "Hey, you're going to do a crypto club and start teaching people about crypto."
But that's also
that was Black Bear Diner, bro. We got the CFS, bro. What you know about that CFS, bro? Chicken fried steak. Let's go.
Yeah. So what was the name of that place again? Give a shout out to
Black Bear, bro. Black Bear Diner. It's a West Coast diner, bro. Yeah.
But also at the same time, you know, that's just the heart of people in crypto. They'll teach, right? But when this is mass adopted, they're not going to have to know. The phone companies are going to make it so easy. Everyone's going to come in and make it just push button easy to where they don't need to know what you know. What you know now is why you're going to separate in money and value.
Yeah, so
because
what
you know it.
Is there's at each company or at a lot of these companies, there's people like me, which I'm not the smartest. And I met some guys who are smarter than me, and I'll give them a shout in a minute. They're all in there now starting to teach and get these companies on track. The mass adoption may just take a little bit of time for certain institutions. Others are already on their bubble. If you're doing a deal with Ripple, trust me, they told you to go hire Joe Blow and so to do something, right? If you're doing something with Stronghold, they told you. But there are some of these big companies that aren't in the digital asset space yet. They know they'll need to be there eventually, that they're still lacking and they're way behind. And there's just people who work for them who know the asset.
But that's the thing. You talk about, sorry, G, you were going to say something earlier. Go ahead, please.
No, yeah, just really quick. I think that's where interledger protocol comes in like a big way, as just like putting it as the value layer to the IP protocol, right? Just ILP and IP. That way it can just be seamlessly integrated into the internet, and the user experience would just be maybe just a faster payment experience, or you're able to pay with anything now. You just have endless options of what you want to pay with. I mean, we're going into like a whole new payment way of doing payments that we've never even seen before because of ISO 20022 and digital assets. So it's going to be exciting, man.
So two things, dude. Two things. So the first thing is that
I'll go after you, Zucker.
No, you're good. So the first thing is that the way that you were talking, Fuma, is that you're personifying institutions like sheep. You're saying some of these institutions need to be taught and brought up to speed. See, in my head, they're all in bed together, bro. Big ass institution, the tippy top of all these institutions are all in bed together with ZERPs, period. In my head.
The financial institutions, maybe if they have a deal with Ripple, the company, or Stronghold or whatever, they're okay. But there's institutions that still use money, because most do, all do, that they just have no clue on how their business is applicable to the blockchain. So it'll probably be a push down, meaning their bank, who they bank with, or who their auditors are, they're into it, and then they'll probably have to push it down in some type of way.
I was watching this one from Deloitte.
Hold on, there's one more. The second thing is that if the sheep are going to be brought into this and it's going to be applicable, Buster just brought it up about like the phones having the apps and making it easy and the one button push and all that.
Exactly.
That implies we're ushering in a false, like, don't educate the public, fuck them kind of like thing. And it's like,
totally.
Like we got
still chasing dog coins though.
How
like
are the people
they can
gonna
make, like,
ever
little dog
learn,
coin
bro?
currencies.
Yeah.
Okay, check this out. So they won't have to. So I was watching this thing with Deloitte and everyone, and they were saying how how we know that we got to the point of adoption is to the point where we're not talking about blockchain no more. Because what's going to happen is all this stuff is going to be in the background, and no one wasn't even going to know. And at that point, we know that we're done. We're here because people have stopped asking questions about it. The second thing is
talk
that
about the internet and what's behind the internet all the time. No,
yeah,
nobody
talk
about
that. Exactly. Now the second thing,
IPv4 versus IPv6. Nobody's talking about that right now.
Yeah, and the second thing is what Zucker was talking about the onboarding. Now here's the thing with the onboarding. With ICP and technologies like ICP, you can use your email address to log in. Now the cool thing about that is it automatically gives you a wallet. So just like you have your normal Web 2 login process that you link your email or do whatever, you're able to link your email and give you a wallet that's connected to that specific device, which allows you, for example, if you have an iPhone, you can create a passkey. Now with that passkey, your device, now not only your device, but your Apple account and everything is tied to that wallet. So one, you don't even know anything about crypto. Two, you just got a crypto wallet, not even realizing it. And three, you don't have to worry about a cold wallet or what app to download or none of that stuff. You just got instantly adopted onto the system. And now you just have to incorporate, let's say, check or an Xtra ID, and now you're verifying yourself, right? So the same verification process that ICP has, you can incorporate a second layer of KYC, or you can use the same one that would be used for your MetaMask or your Xtra ID credentials or your check credentials. Because everyone has to be, we have to understand that if EU is going to be on some kind of Pacific standard, the whole world has to be on a Pacific standard, because we're going into global adoption standards. Meaning we have never been in the world, we've never been a time and place in the world where Europe and United States and China and Russia all have the same financial standards. That has never been a thing. But we're moving into a world where it is, because the markets that we're moving into are global markets that are 24/7, meaning we can trade whatever. So everything has to be in the same compliance. That's what all Basel III and MT and MX and all that shit is all about.
Right.
Hey, quick question. I don't mean to cut y'all off, but
go ahead.
Are you doing spinner chicken dinner?
Yep.
Don't tell Fuma. Don't tell Fuma.
You didn't see it in the chat.
Yo, come on, man.
It's all designed to distract you, bro. You're like our dad, bro.
Every time you participate,
distract him so we can get the grilled cheese out of the fridge. You know.
You didn't see it in the chat. The night bot.
Chat, man. I'm talking. Man. Okay. What's the number?
Don't let Dad know.
It's a 0 to 200.
To 200. Oh,
that's a big spread, bro.
I'm playing, man. Forget that.
So at the end of the day, they all have to be on the same standards and everything. Okay, blah 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 blah. not to disrespect you, Nerdy, because I know you do your research and I understand and I agree with you. But at the end of the day, does it really matter whether or not BTC survives? Unless this is a rhetorical question. Unless we're trying to educate the public. Are we? This is a real question. Are we trying to educate the public?
Yes.
No. No, we're not. No, we are, but the powers that be. That's the question.
Well, they're going to educate them through, hey, think Bitcoin is awesome, and then discover why Bitcoin is not awesome. And then here's the new thing that's awesome because it capitalizes on the inefficiencies of Bitcoin. Like, okay, they're going to go through the same learning hurdles in a worse way than we did. We at least got to go through these learning hurdles when it was like $1 trillion or $500 billion. Like, this is going to be people dealing with dumps the sizes of like multiple trillions for their bear cycle.
You know what does that mean for the little guy? So essentially, what I'm getting is that we're going into an era of the biggest rug pull of all.
Well, check this out. The little guy, the average person, the average person, when they talk about crypto, they think of automatically Bitcoin. They think about automatically ETH.
Hey, let bags go. Real quick, let bags go.
And on top of that, they look at crypto as stocks. Good. They don't look at it as currency. Go ahead.
I was getting ready to blast you, Nerdy, but he told me to back off.
Who won? Was that Thanks Gary? Shout out, Thanks Gary.
Yeah, thanks Gary, man. Are you gonna spend for him?
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. All kind of gains.
Let's get it. We got one that can see. Ooh-wee. Look at that. Ooh-wee.
Hey, if you don't want it, I'll take it, dog. I'll take it. I'm a rich duck fiend.
Get it, bro. Paid. Thanks, Gary. Paid.
Paid in full.
I'll take it if you don't want it.
Can he stake those rich ducks on your site? Those coins?
Yep.
Man, you can stake those coins on your site, hold them for a year and get double. Take that money from the double, get you an NFT.
You can just send me your keys.
Man, they're gonna send you the NFT, man. They're gonna send
what's the site? The Steakhouse? Steakhouse.io?
Yeah, man. You want to put that in the chat?
Richducks.club.
Richducks.club. Let's go.
Hey, put them on your Zaman wallet, dude. Yo, Gary, put that on your Zaman wallet for real. You go, oof.
So
you know what I want to say real quick? Is check this out. Is that so? This was a breaking. It says FBI and CISA raise eyebrows with the election cyber attack warning. DOS attack on election infrastructure could hinder access to elections information.
Damn.
Whoa. Break that down like I'm 3, bro. Go ahead again.
Fake cyber attack, and they're going to blame it on all this cyber attack ever, which is a DOS attack. But just
they're going to blame Bitcoin.
And they're going to say,
Bitcoin.
Okay. So I was just going to say that. So we've got a level of contention. So
they're going to steal the election again. I already know it. It's so obvious.
If BTC survives, that would mean that they have to not use BTC as part of the catalyst or crash or whatever. But then I don't know. It's weird. We have like a couple of arguments,
bro. They're gonna steal it, and everyone's gonna be like, "It had to be this way."
Nerdy. Let's say Trump. Let's go on. Nerdy, you think Trump's gonna usher in the crypto, right?
Hell yeah.
So he wouldn't put his name on Bitcoin if he's gonna fucking knock it down because that's gonna do damage to him.
He put his name on the jab.
Yeah,
that's true. That's true, but you're not going to reverse.
He's a good convincer. He's a good, he's a salesman, man. He's good at selling the people on his visions.
This is the same person that sold everyone.
So even with a rug pull, though,
same people that's going to sell Bitcoin.
Even with the rug pull, man.
So let's analyze the jabby jab. Him and Bill O'Reilly went on a tour, and
but he won't analyze it on. He'll dodge that bullet too, just like he dodged.
Analyze it on coffee time.
We could analyze it on coffee.
Yeah.
Okay, let's do it. All I'm saying is that Trump has a financial interest in promoting crypto because of the NFT. That's all I'm saying.
We'll analyze that somewhere else.
All I know is the government ain't ever told us anything that's good. So if they're pushing BTC, just watch out. I'm getting me some more ZERPs.
And slurps. Get the slurpy slurps.
Get the slurpy slurps.
You gonna tell them about next week? Let everybody on the show what you got next week coming.
Yeah, next week we're gonna have Descent wallets coming onto the show. You guys already seen the couple posts that we have asking for some questions. If you guys want to drop some questions for Descent Wallet, also make sure to join us on the live show because we're going to have them on if you want to drop a live question. We're going to have Descent Wallets on next week. We already got a whole bunch of questions. Check out the post in the community tab or the one pinned on Twitter if you want your question answered. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Shout out to the guys that jumping on for another one. We got Uncle Buster, Zerker, Nerdy, Fuma. We got Double GDLT.
Double G. Oh shit.
Hey,
Also-
can I say one thing to a comment earlier? Some guy said he rolls with Exodus. Should he get a cold wallet? Yes, you should, brother. You need a cold wallet. Get the decent Elipal, SafePal, Ledger. You got to get off Exodus, man. Especially
Tangem.
Well, you also, everybody watching, you guys get discounts if you click on the links on all Bagman's videos. Every video that Bagman has in his description are affiliate links where everybody wins, bro. If you're planning on getting a cold wallet, this is direct like discounts that Bagman has on his links. Everybody wins. You get a discount, you get a humpback whale, you get a new car, you get a PSYOP. Like, let's go, bro.
Also, shout out XRP Chevy for the super chat. Shout out to Hans Loaded with the gifted membership. Selmo Fudd with the $20 super chat. XRP Army Strong. Also, Angus Grimm, $10. DTFU. Go Brewers. Selmo Fudd. XRP Army Strong.
For some
Hell
reason,
yeah.
Angus Grimm's name makes me want to eat a steak. Like, I think it's maybe Angus. You know what I'm
Angus.
saying? Like, I'm like, Angus.
I'll see you guys. Thanks
a
for having me on,
premium beef.
Bagman. Much love to everybody. Good seeing you,
Peace.
Zerker. Good seeing you,
Later,
Buster,
G.
Puma,
Love
Nerdy.
it.
Peace.
We got
Salutes
coffee
to
time
y'all.
coming up right after this, guys. Make sure to stay in tune. We'll catch you guys next week, Sunday, same time. Also, make sure to check out GDLT on YouTube. Check out Nerdy X on YouTube. Catch you in the next one. Later, glitches.
Peace.
Pump it up, pump it up, pump it up. Gotta pump my bags up, pump it to the moon. Pump my bags up. XRP, pump it to the moon. Pump it up, pump my bags up, pump it up. Gotta pump my bags up, pump it up. Better pump my bags up, pump it up. XRP to the moon. Pump it up, pump it, pump.